Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Alex and welcome to Eurospec Garage. In today's video I'm going to be introducing you guys to a car that you might have seen in the background of some of my videos. And the reason for that is because we're going to pay homage to this car because it will not stay like this for very long. So I'll tell you guys a little bit more later in the upcoming kind of series about what we're going to do to this thing, but in the meantime, let's take it all in. Let's see what this car is all about. I'm gonna give you guys as best of a review as I can about this 2016 Audi A3 Cabrio. So with respect to one of the most famous automotive YouTubers, this is a 2016 Audi A3 Cabriolet. This car has many cool features. It's comfortable, it's sleek, it's a convertible, but this car has since been discontinued. Not enough people bought them in America for Audi to continue to offer these cars. So in today's video, I'm going to cover a little bit about this car, what I've liked about it, what I haven't liked about it, and I hope you guys enjoy it. But this is going to be the last time you guys see this car in this state because we have a big project coming up. So let's get to it. So this car was sold in the United States from the year 2015 up to 2020, and like I mentioned, this car didn't sell all too well in the United States, hence why it has since been canceled. This particular car is the premium package. So to kind of catch you guys up, here in the States there are 3 different trim packages available for the A3 Cabrio. The premium, which is kind of like the base model, the premium plus, which is the mid-range, and the prestige. So this car happens to be the premium. The premium got the 1.8 liter turbo 4-cylinder front-wheel drive 6-speed DSG transmission, pushing about 170 horsepower, about 35 mpg on the road, and some nice and base model suspension, which actually is one of the things I really like. This car is very comfortable to drive, handles the road really well, is stable on the highway, which is what you want. Because this is a premium package, it did not receive a lot of the goodies, so to speak. This car obviously does not have adaptive cruise control, it does not have Bang & Olufsen sound system, it doesn't have the sporty interior, and it doesn't have all-wheel drive. Because of the good fuel economy and the relatively low power, this car is pretty slow, but it makes up for it in mileage, in fuel range. This car gets on the highway about 35 mpg, about 300 plus miles to the tank, and that is all attributed to this car's long 6-speed transmission. So when you're going about 75 or 80 miles an hour on the highway, you're hovering just about 2,000 RPMs, which really makes this a nice cruiser. As I mentioned, this is the premium version with the 1.8 liter turbo. There were 2 different motors offered on this car, the 1.8T with the front-wheel drive configuration and the 2-liter T with the all-wheel drive configuration. This being the premium, it was not offered with the all-wheel drive and 2-liter configuration, but in the 2-liter engine you will find about 184 horsepower and all-wheel drive, of course, which is great for northern climates with maybe adverse weather. But here in Texas, you don't really need all-wheel drive. I bought this car in 2020. We've been driving this around for about 3 years. Bought it with about 40,000 miles, crashed from a Copart auction here in Houston. Based on the records, this car is a Texas car, so it's been in the South the whole time. There is 0 rust issues underneath, and I fixed this car before I started filming videos, so I'm gonna put up some pictures of kind of the process of fixing it. But in general, the front end was damaged, the hood, the driver's side fender, the radiator, and things like that were all damaged. No frame damage though on this car. So I did my best to put it together. I found an Audi e-tron pre-facelift S-line front bumper that fits okay but not great. We bought the car with about 40,000 miles on it, currently has just about 60,000 miles. So here in the last 3 years we've put on about 20,000 miles, which is, I guess you could argue, is below the average. The car has been a fantastic car to own. Like I said, it's economical. I think it looks great. It drives really well, it gets good fuel economy, is decently luxurious. But here are the top 3 things I don't like about this car. Number 1, it's slow. The 1.8 liter turbo is a potent little engine, but only producing 170 horsepower. It's really lagging behind some of the modern kind of sedans and convertibles. That and its front wheel drive. That being said, it is economical. Number 2, this is a base model car. If you guys know anything about me through watching this channel, you know that I cannot leave a car alone. I have this desire to change some things. So this being a base model really kind of irks me. I want this to be something special, something cool. Another thing I really don't like about this car is that it has massive, massive blind spots. That B-pillar in the back really restricts a lot of your view out there. And because this is a base model car, it did not get blind spot monitors. And so as a result, you really have to turn your head and you really have to pay attention when you're merging lanes on the highway. So all of those things that I mentioned that I don't like about this car, we're gonna be improving. So those are the top 3 things I don't like about it. Here are the top 3 things that I do like about it. It's economical, very, very good on gas, cheap to fill up, cheap to maintain. It has basically the same running gear as a base model Volkswagen Golf, which is really nice. Number 2, it's comfortable. Believe it or not, guys, this is one of the most comfortable cars that you've seen on the channel. Dare I say, even more comfortable than my Audi S8 that you guys have seen. There's something about the standard suspension on this car that absorbs bumps really well. It doesn't lean too much in the corners. It's put together really well. So that's one thing that I really, really like about it. And another thing that I like about this car is the one-touch all windows down or all windows up button. I'm really struggling to understand why more cars don't have this button where you just push one button and all the windows go down and all the windows go back up. The one really cool thing about this though is the convertible top does not have a B-pillar. And so as a result, when you have all the windows down, you kind of have that classic pillarless look, which I really like about it. I'm not gonna reveal it just yet, but this car is essentially gonna be getting double the horsepower, double the driven wheels, and double the technology. So stick around, guys. It's gonna be a fun one. This is gonna be the biggest project I've done to date on the channel. And one little hint, we're gonna be taking 2 cars and putting them into one. So I hope you guys really enjoy it. And as I said, I wanna pay this car homage before we tear it all apart, because it will not be in this condition for much, much longer. So thanks guys so much. I wanna give a shout out to you guys for Eurospec Garage hitting 300 subscribers. Makes me feel really good. I'm really happy that you guys are commenting and liking the videos. It really motivates me a lot. Without further ado, guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like. Let me know if you've had a Audi A3 convertible, if you have any questions about the Audi A3 convertible. So let's begin to take this car apart.